Talk, shop, pop, movies.
Ahoy there, this is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile, and if you're a convicted cinephile yourself, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel down below. On my channel, I like to talk, shop, and pop open, that is, movies and physical media. And today I'm going to be doing my probably premature BAFTA Award winner predictions. So the nominations are out. We did a video about that. Go watch my reaction to those happening if you can. But it seems early because it's not until February 18th. And I will try to watch them live and stream it again like I did last year because I have to watch it on BritBox. And if I have to watch it on BritBox, I might as well live stream it so you can watch it along with me because the BAFTAs aren't the easiest thing to watch live because they happen at like 2 p.m. my time and they don't air it until 7 p.m. for me on the BBC, which I don't even have. And it's usually like a truncated version of it. So the easiest way, I should say, to see it, the whole thing as it happens, apparently, is on BritBox because I did that last year and it worked out great. So if you want to see the BAFTAs as they happen, but don't have a way to do so, I will be watching it and I'll pop in and out of the show. I won't show the whole thing because copyright and stuff. But you'll see who wins. I'll show you them walking to the stage and as much as I can without getting sued. Uh, but that's not what today's about. I'm going to predict the winners because they happen before the SAG winners. That's the 24th. So not like anything else can like affect these predictions because all the other important stuff has happened. I have already done these more or less. I'm just going to retool them for best picture, best film, as they call it. At the BAFTAs, they only have 5 nominations. Oppenheimer, Poor Things, Anatomy of a Fall, Holdovers, and Killers are the ones I got in. No Barbie. Not surprising, honestly. But I'm probably going to go pretty easy with most of these, and I'm just going to do Oppenheimer. It just seems like the logical choice at the moment. If it doesn't happen, but he still takes director, I won't be shocked. But if you know he's probably going to win director, I mean, he's going to win director. There's no reason to just assume it's going to win Best Picture unless it starts losing Best Picture awards, which it hasn't. So I'm going to do that. Best Director, I already said it. Christopher Nolan's winning. Jonathan Glazer, José Triet, those 3 got in at the Oscars. So they only went 3 for 5 at the Oscars, and they have 6 to pick from. So that's pretty good. Payne should have gotten in my opinion, but missed. Andrew Haig was a definite BAFTA thing. And Bradley Cooper, impressively, did get in at BAFTA. No one really expected that to happen, but that is why he's on the bottom of the list for predicted winners. But yeah, it's absolutely Nolan's year. Why assume otherwise? Best Actress. No Lily Gladstone here to get in Margot Robbie, to get in Emma Stone's way. I could see Sandra Hüller surprising, but I would doubt it. Emma Stone just seems poised to win it all again for her second Oscar. If Lily Gladstone wins SAG, there will be a competition, but unless that happens, it's Emma Stone's to lose. Margot Robbie got in here. I didn't expect her to get in here necessarily, but then she still ended up missing at the Oscars, so she's she's not a factor here. And some of the other ones, like Fantasia Barrino and Vivian Oparah, they're just happy to be here. It's just nice to have them get nominated finally for their work. But yeah, Emma Stone, Best Actress at BAFTA, 80-20 shot on that one, I would say. The only one that I might switch out from here in SAG is Best Actor. We have Cillian Murphy in Oppenheimer, Paul Giamatti for Holdovers, Bradley Cooper for Maestro. They are and always have been the top 3. Barry Keoghan got in for Saltburn. Very BAFTA thing to do. They like him there. He won for Banshees last year. Coleman Domingo got in for Rustin, which honestly, after seeing the movie last night, he's great in it, but the movie's so that it's like, wow, they actually sat through that whole thing because I couldn't. Honestly, I just didn't give a shit. And then TLU for Past Lives. Good for him. Glad he got in somewhere. Too bad Greta Lee can't get in anywhere, but that's a different story. I've said it 100 times. I'm on Team Giamatti for the win. If Cillian Murphy wins, I will be ecstatic. Bradley Cooper wins, I'll be happy he finally has an Oscar, but I'll be mad that he won over these 2 guys because he does deserve it over those 2. Let's just be honest. Cillian Murphy is probably going to win BAFTA. It makes sense. He is Irish, I believe. You gotta kind of give those people from Europe and such the little BAFTA bump for likelihood of winning sometimes, especially when they're in the Best Picture frontrunner. He just makes sense for BAFTA. But if Paul Giamatti wins at BAFTA, holy shit, is he winning everything? I think Paul Giamatti has a good chance at SAG. I would predict him for SAG, probably even if Cillian Murphy wins here. But if Paul Giamatti loses both, then I'll assume Cillian Murphy's winning the Oscar. I'll be happy either way, but I'm really hoping for Paul in this year. Cillian Murphy can win another year. He'll get another amazing role, especially after Oppenheimer. He's been good for 20 years. Why won't he be good for another 20 years? Best Supporting Actress, Divine Joy Randolph got in everywhere. She's winning everything. There's no reason to assume otherwise until something happens. Emily Blunt and Rosamund Pike could happen because BAFTAs, but I just don't see it happening. Danielle Brooks, she's just happy to get in everywhere. Sandra Hüller was a nice surprise here, but she didn't get in at the Oscars. Neither did Claire Foy. Neither did Rosamund Pike, for that matter. And yeah, so it's between the top three. There's no reason not to assume Divine Joy Randolph's winning. It's the one guaranteed win for the holdovers at the Oscars. Otherwise, I call bullshit. Supporting actor. It was weird here, and it was weird at the Oscars. It kind of got really screwed up. But the top three remain. The top three being the ones who got in everywhere. Robert Downey Jr., Ryan Gosling, Robert De Niro got in everywhere. Good for them. Glad to see De Niro getting in. I liked him in that movie a lot. Ryan Gosling, it's like a fun comedic performance nomination to get in everywhere. He doesn't deserve to win an Oscar for playing Ken. I'm sorry. I love Ryan Gosling, and he's hilarious in the movie. But come on. Robert Downey Jr. is going to sweep the season, just like the other supporting actress will do. And he's the one guaranteed acting win for Oppenheimer in its Best Picture winning package. RDJ for life, as I say. I don't actually say that. Original screenplay, we have Anatomy of a Fall, holdovers Barbie, which is an adapted screenplay at the Oscars, Past Lives and Maestro. Sure, all these, you mean you take Barbie out and you throw in May December, that's what you have at the Oscars. Basically proving May December is the number 5 and it's its only nomination, so that that helps too. I think holdovers might win at the Oscars, but Anatomy of a Fall is definitely the only other thing I think has a chance to win, honestly. But at the BAFTAs, I think, since it won Critics' Choice, it's stronger in that category than we expect. Or at Golden Globes, I'm sorry, where there's only one category, I think, but holdovers wasn't there. It was weird. That was a weird category. I think here I'll go Anatomy of a Fall. I think it'll win something, and I think it'll be this. It might do the same at the Oscars, depending on how holdovers does here. We'll see. But Anatomy of a Fall, this is its one win. I guess I could get international feature here because that category's so fucked at the Oscars. Oh, never mind. So it might win 2 things. Let's put it that way. But I'm going to go with Anatomy of a Fall, and if holdovers wins, I'll be very excited. Long story short. Adapted, we have Poor Things, Oppenheimer, Zone of Interest, All of Us Strangers, and American Fiction. Killers got in at the Oscars. And what was the other one? And Barbie, or because they flip-flop categories. So all good nominations. Oppenheimer could just sweep and win everything. American Fiction won at Critics' Choice. That could be its surprise win, at least at the Oscars, I have a feeling. Here, not as likely. But after having seen Poor Things finally, I think this is going to go to Poor Things. And if it wins this and actress and a couple of techs here and there, it could also sneak in for Best Picture, at least at the BAFTAs. Oscars might be a little harder because they're ranked ballot, and Poor Things is weird and horny. But it's a good kind of weird and horny. So as long as you're into that, it's great. But here I think I'll go Poor Things for adapted screenplay, and I'll probably do the same with the Oscars. We'll see. Unless American Fiction just starts to destroy that category. Cinematography, we have Oppenheimer, Killers, Poor Things, Zone of Interest, and Maestro. This is Oppenheimer's to lose. I won't worry about anything until it starts to lose, and it hasn't done that yet. Costume design, Poor Things, Barbie, Napoleon, Killers, and Oppenheimer. Poor Things should win this category. Barbie might win this category. I'll just put it there. I think at the BAFTAs, Poor Things has a slight advantage over Barbie. It only got 5 nominations at the BAFTAs, Barbie, compared to its 8 at the Oscars, which was still less than they expected. But yeah, Poor Things is like the perfect kind of costume winner. So going with that. And editing, film editing, we have Oppenheimer, Anatomy of a Fall, Poor Things, Killers, and The Zone of Interest. Holdovers got in over Zone of Interest at the Oscars, which I like, but that's an interesting pick here. Shows how strong the movie is, regardless. Another one that's just Oppenheimer's to lose. I'm going to go with that. Not gonna doubt it until it happens once again. Makeup and hair, we have Maestro, Poor Things, Killers, Oppenheimer, and Napoleon. This is the one thing I think Maestro will win at the Oscars, unless Poor Things wins here. And then who knows? Because usually acting and makeup go together a lot of times for the last several years. If Bradley Cooper was number one, he would have taken makeup with him. He's not going to win, probably. Stone probably will. I could see her taking Poor Things, even though she's not the transformative performance. There's still a lot of makeup on her, not like prosthetic-y, but makeup. But Willem Dafoe looks amazing. His prosthetics are great, and just everything throughout the movie. There's just really interesting makeup work done. It would be a very deserving winner. It'd be a more unconventional winner than Maestro, and I would like that personally. That's one where if I got it wrong, I'd be happy. Production design. We have Barbie, Poor Things, Oppenheimer, Killers, and Zone of Interest. I'm going to move this because I had Barbie for some reason at number one. Once again, I'll give Poor Things the bump here. If Poor Things wins costumes, it absolutely deserves art direction. The art direction in Poor Things is infinitely better than Barbie's. Again, Barbie's is pretty damn good. So I'm just going to say that. If Poor Things wins one thing, no Emma Stone, no costumes, no adapted screenplay, it should be production design because it's freaking brilliant and it's one of the coolest looking movies I've ever seen in my life. So we're going Poor Things, damn it. And if it loses, I'll actually be pissed. Best score. We have Oppenheimer, Poor Things, Killers of the Flower Moon, Spider-Man, where it should be in score, unlike at the Oscars, and Saltburn, which is a good nomination. Saltburn has a good score. Yeah, Oppenheimer's to lose once again. And Poor Things had a great score, so does Killers. Spider-Man should be at the Oscars, but it's not because fuck John Williams. Let's go Oppenheimer again. Oppenheimer's got a mean package on him. Let's put it that way. Best sound, Oppenheimer's to lose. Maestro, Zone of Interest, Ferrari, which got blanked at the Oscars completely, and Mission Impossible, which got in at the Oscars as well. Yeah. How is Oppenheimer not winning for sound? Seriously. God. What did I say? Huge package. Visual effects creator. Poor Things, which missed at the Oscars. Guardians, Mission Impossible, which got in, and Napoleon, which got in. Godzilla got in over Poor Things, if I'm remembering all of these correctly. Yeah, sure. This seems like it's like the one thing creator could win. It looks, I haven't seen the movie, but it looks fantastic. Guardians would be a worthy enough winner. It'd be nice to see a Marvel movie winning visual effects. Freaking Black Panther won visual effects at the BAFTAs. I just remembered that. And that movie didn't even get nominated for visual effects at the Oscars. And it was the only thing it got nominated for at BAFTA. What the hell is wrong with them that year? But Guardians actually has good visual effects, unlike Black Panther. So that would be a good winner. Poor Things would be kind of a cool winner just to say like to the Academy for not nominating it. But yeah, this seems like it's probably going to be the creator, honestly. It's like Tenet is like that, it's like, oh yeah, it'll get that, even though not a lot of people cared for the movie. If it deserves it, it deserves it. It doesn't matter how bad the movie is. Best casting. We have All of Us Strangers, Killers, Holdovers, Anatomy of a Fall, and How to Have Sex. I'm just going to go with All of Us Strangers. It's the most BAFTA choice, and there's a lot of really good actors and performances in it, from what I've heard. I haven't seen the movie. I would be surprised if anything else won. Animated feature, Spider-Man, Boy the Heron, Chicken Run, Dawn of the Nugget, Chicken Rugget, Elemental. It's between Spider-Man and Boy and the Heron. I'll just go Spider-Man. At least they nominated it in score here, so they liked it, and they didn't nominate Boy and the Heron in score. So I'll just go with Spider-Man. I won't be surprised if Boy and the Heron wins, but I'll go with Spider-Man. Documentary, we have 20 Days of Miracle, Beyond Utopia, American Symphony, still Michael J. Fox movie, and Wham! 3 of these 5 did not get nominated at the Oscars. Only American Symphony and 20 Days did. 20 Days seems like the easy winner here to me. I don't know why. It does. Not just because it's telling me that. It just makes sense. It's the kind of movie that wins these things. So I'm just going to go with that. Easy enough. Best foreign film. Anatomy of a Fall, which cannot get nominated at the Oscars and didn't, obviously. Zone of Interest, which is at the Oscars and probably will win. Past Lives, which isn't eligible in this category at the Oscars because it's an American movie and it's nominated for Best Picture. 20 Days of Miracle, which I predicted in this category of the Oscars, but it missed. And Society of the Snow. So only 2 of these 5 are nominated yet again in this category at the Oscars. Society of the Snow and Zone of Interest. Zone of Interest is going to win at the Oscars, probably. I could see Society of the Snow winning just because it's a little less divisive, but it's still like a tough movie to watch. They're both pretty intense. But Anatomy of a Fall has won literally every freaking international film award it can. So why won't it win here? And it might take screenplay with it, like I was saying. So Anatomy of a Fall will win this. Easy peasy. If Zone of Interest wins this, then holy lord is it winning at the Oscars. And then Best British Film, we have Poor Things, Zone of Interest, All of Us Strangers, Saltburn, How to Have Sex, Rye Lane, Napoleon, Wonka, that's one nomination, Scrapper, The Old Oak. I'm going with Poor Things here. If it doesn't end up winning Best Picture, this is a nice little, consolation prize for it. And it's a damn good movie, so why not? It's the most likely Best Picture winner of this bunch, so it's a logical winner here. Rising Star Award. This is Jacob Elordi, Io Debris, Mia McKinney-Bruce, or Maya McKenna-Bruce, I can talk. Phoebe Denever, who I don't know that one. That's Sophia Wilde. Yeah, this is not chosen by fans, I believe. Io Debris is pretty popular. I could see her winning, but Jacob Elordi is everyone's favorite person at the moment. So if he loses this, that would be like the most shocking thing of the night, honestly. So I'm going to go with Jacob Elordi, and he got nominated for supporting actor, which can't hurt him, right? So that's what I'm doing there. I kind of wish Dominic Sessa got in. I'm kind of surprised he didn't, honestly. But Holdovers wasn't a huge thing at the BAFTAs. And then we're back to Best Picture. So those are my BAFTA nomination predictions. I don't think I'll change much. The only thing I changed was Poor Things over Barbie for art direction, because I saw Poor Things sent to the last time I did this, and it deserves that award, like bar none. Barbie's great. The art direction is great. It's the best thing in the movie, probably. I will be doing my SAG predictions probably right after the BAFTAs. I will be watching again the BAFTAs live, assuming I can get it to work on BritBox like I did last year. So if you want to see the BAFTAs as close to possible as they happen, jump with me on my channel. We'll chat as the show goes on. I think it's like 2 hours long, and I'll show you the winners as they come, and then we can all get happy and mad together on February 18th, a Sunday, and I think it starts at 2 p.m. my time. But when I figure that out for sure, I'll re-update you on that. Once again, my name is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Talk, shop, pop, movies.